Hello guys, it's teacher Yolanda here. Welcome to our session 34. For this session we're going to be needing our students book, our workbook, our content areas and also the platform. We have some text to write there, so please go and get those. Now let's open our students book at page 112. It says look at the photos around the pond. Read the magazine article and match the photos with the paragraphs. Have you ever taken a look at the wildlife that lives in and around ponds? Beautiful birds, amazing mammals, and fascinating insects can all be found. Did you know that some of them, like dragonflies, have been on Earth since the days of the dinosaurs? Take a closer look at this wonderful world. A. Mullets are very common on British ponds. You can identify these beautiful ducks by their green heads. You will often see them with their heads under the water as they look for tadpoles and small fish to eat. B. Newts come from the same family as frogs. They lay eggs in the water like frogs, but their babies aren't called tadpoles, they're called larvae. They haven't got strong legs, so they can jump about like frogs, but they got long, powerful tails. C. A quick blue flash is all that most people see of a kingfisher. These beautiful water birds are very shy and they will fly away quickly if you make too much noise. Sadly, these birds are becoming more and more difficult to find in the UK. D. If you're quiet, you might be lucky to see a heron standing still beside a pond. These tall grey birds with long legs wait patiently until they see something to eat. Then they poke their long beaks quickly into the water to catch the fish. E. Many people think that water bowls are rats when they see them, but water bowls are much rarer than rats, and they're shy too. They live in holes by the sides of rivers and ponds, where they eat the grass and plants that grow near the water. F. Dragonflies come in many different colors. You will see these beautiful insects flying over the water in ponds and streams. Sometimes they will land on a leaf for a while. Look closely and you will see that they've got 4 wings. G. Water boatmen are also called back swimmers. This is because they swim upside down on their backs. These insects move quickly across the top of the pond and they look like they're walking on water. H. Sticklebacks are small fish that are commonly found in ponds and streams. They're called sticklebacks because they've got tiny spikes on their backs. They haven't got scales like most other kinds of fish. So, after listening and reading to this description, I guess you can match the appearances and the description with the animal. Please do it and pause the video. This is the first set of answers. The mullards. The mullards are ducks with green heads, so this is a mullard. Newts come from the same family as frogs. They haven't got strong legs. They can jump, but they've got powerful tails. So this is the tail. That's a newt. A quick blue flash. Just reading that, we already can see that this is blue. This is a kingfisher, and it's a beautiful water bird. Next, it says these are tall grey birds with long legs. So all of these are definitely these animal. This is a heron. Now it says water bowls are rats. The only animal that looks like a rat is this one. This is a water bowl. Now, dragonflies. They are insects and they've got 4 wings. So if we count, this is the insect with 4 wings. and it's as old as the dinosaurs' time. The last two, water boatmen, they're called back swimmers. Okay, these are insects. So this one was an insect. Now sticklebacks are small fish. This one was a small fish. Okay, so please correct in case you have any mistakes. At the end of this page says, make a list of pond animals which you might find in your country and describe them for your classmates to guess. Well, the instructions are in the PDF file, but I would really like you to investigate about pond environment animals here in Mexico. We have some which are extremely famous and some in danger of extinction. Maybe one of the most famous one is the axolotl. Maybe you should look into it because there is a Pokemon that even looks like it because it is really cute. On the next page of the student's book, we've got a listening activity. And in this activity, we're going to answer by ticking. It says Holly is a member of a local nature club. Listen to an answer phone message and tick the things that she needs to take on her pond trip. Take a time to look at these and decide. Then it says listen again and answer the question. So we're doing two activities with the same listening. If you think that there's not enough space for you to answer these questions, well, you can answer the questions in your English notebook if necessary, or if you want to do it in your content areas, it's okay. It's the same. Let's read the questions before we jump into the listening. It says, 1. What time are they meeting? For what? Well, they're going on a pond trip, so what time are they meeting? Where are they meeting? What time will they get back? What is Chris Small's phone number? How much does the trip cost? Okay, so let's listen to it. Remember that if you need to listen to it more than once, you can rewind the video and play it again. Okay, let's listen.
Student's Book, page 113. 1. Holly is a member of her local nature club. Listen to an answer phone message and tick the things that she needs to take on her pond trip.
Hello, this is a message for Holly Webb. It's Chris Small from the Nature Club speaking. It's about the pond trip tomorrow. As you know, we're meeting at 9 o'clock in the school car park. Make sure you wear some Wellington boots and bring a waterproof coat, as the weather doesn't look great for tomorrow. What else? Oh yes, if you've got some binoculars, please bring them. You never know, we might see a kingfisher if we're lucky. You don't need to bring any food or drink, as we'll take packed lunches for everyone. Tell your mum or dad to pick you up at the school car park at about 3 o'clock. That's when we should be back. I think that's everything. If you've got any questions, call me on 279 453. That's 279 453. Okay? Oh, I almost forgot. The cost of the trip is £5, and you should bring the money with you. Okay? Thanks. There's also a nature information centre near the pond where you can buy postcards and DVDs if you want. That really is everything. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so remember, with that listening, you had to tick the things that Holly needs to take, and you have to write all of the answers here, okay? Make sure that you have them. Number 3 says, read the riddles and guess the answers. First animal from the other page. I am a bluish grey. I've got long legs. I stand in the water waiting for fish. What am I? Next riddle. I'm green and I'm white. My babies are tadpoles. I hop into water to find some food. What am I? Next one. I'm brown and I'm furry, but don't call me a rat. I live in a hole by the side of a stream. What am I? So, please, start thinking of another animal from the description that is not any of these. Which do you think is the one that is bluish grey? Well, I guess that's evident, right? Because the only animal that is blue is the kingfisher, so the first one is the kingfisher. The other one, that it's green, the babies are tadpoles, well, that's a newt. And brown and furry, the only thing that's brown and furry is the water bowl. So, you are going to think about a riddle for your friends of any of the other animals that are there in the description of the animals at page 112. And you're going to tell it to your friends in our Zoom class, okay? Write it in your notebook so you can read it and maybe someone will guess it. At page 112, but now in the workbook, we're going to complete the cards with the animal names and the star facts from the box. Where are we going to get all of these answers from? From the text in the same page in the student's book. Okay? So let's do exercises 1 and 2. Read the text again and we will check in a moment. So let's focus on the first exercise. Here we have Pond Life Stars, the newt. Well, let's begin by writing the names of these beautiful animals. What's this one? Well, this one is a kingfisher. Then we've got a dragonfly. After that, we've got a water bowl. Bowl. That's it. And this one is a water boatman. This one is a mallard. And this one is a stickleback. Now let's check the last one. This one is a heron. And according to me, we have finished. Now it's time to match the descriptions. Let's see, blue feathers. Well, the only one that's blue is the kingfisher, right? I don't like this color. I've changed my mind. It has to be blue, so blue feathers, the kingfisher. Yes, now I like it. 4 wings. Well, that's the dragonfly, isn't it? A spiky back. That's the stickleback. Even its name tells us that something strange with its back. A green head, and I chose green this time. So that has to be a mallard. Yeah, it has a green head. Yeah. And now let's choose another color. Swim backstroke. That's the water boatman, an insect that swims. Now let's do another color. Homes in holes. Well, that's a water bowl. And the last one, well, the last one is going to be a piece of cake because we already got like the rest of it. I didn't like my color. It looks quite similar to others. Let me choose another color just to make like a difference. I'm not sure. Well, maybe this one. Well, whatever. Long legs. Yeah, a heron. Very good. So, these are the answers. I hope you have the correct answers. Now, moving on to the second exercise, read the texts again and write the name of the correct animal. Okay? So, pause these and do it. These are our answers. This creature gets its name from a body part, the stickled back, because of its back. This bird stands like a statue. That's a heron. This animal uses its tail to move through the water. That's a newt. This insect comes in many different colors. A dragonfly. It's not difficult to find this bird. That's a mallard. Why? We have two birds, but the other one is really difficult to find because it flies so fast. 6. This creature has two different names. That's the water boatman or back swimmer. People often think that this mammal is a different animal, a water bowl. People confuse it with a mouse or a rat. This bird is difficult to see. That's a kingfisher, and it's difficult not because it's in danger, but because it flies so fast. Okay? So now we've got the values. What are we learning about this? Well, let's try to find out. Let's color. The world, don't, around, behind us, take anything, are, is horrible, sad, or wonderful. I think that we have two very opposite messages. Which do you think it is? A positive or a negative one? I want to think positive, so I'm going for positive thoughts. Let's say period. I'm cheating. Well, wonderful. I want to say something is wonderful. Let's put wonderful. It's wonderful. Don't around, behind us, take anything. What is wonderful? The world, definitely. The world around us is wonderful. Yes, that's true. Our planet is wonderful. Next page. It says, read the sentences about Holly's trip with the nature club. Use the best word, A, B, or C, for each space. Now, do you remember our listening? Well, maybe this exercise will help you, okay, to answer the other part. Here it says, number 1, Holly saw, met, or found the other members of the club in the school car park at 9 o'clock. I don't know. What do you think? Number 2, the weather wasn't good, but she took a waterproof coat. Unfortunately, she had binoculars at home. They saw lots of mallards, but they didn't see any kingfishers. The packed breakfast, lunch, dinner had cheese sandwiches, but Holly doesn't like these, so she didn't eat anything. It was a pretty bad day, and she was very sad, angry, happy to get back home. What do you think? Well, answer this and we will check it later in the class. Now, number 2 says Holly's dad asked her about the trip. Put the dialogue in order. We have all the dialogues of the dad at the top, and at the bottom all the dialogues of Holly. Number 1 is, so, how was the trip, Holly? Please pause this video and do it. The answers of the first exercise are these ones. Holly met the other members of the club in the school car park at 9 o'clock. The weather wasn't good, so she took a waterproof coat. Unfortunately, she left her binoculars at home. They saw lots of mallets, but they didn't see any kingfishers. The packed lunch had cheese sandwiches, but Holly doesn't like these, so she didn't eat anything. It was a pretty bad day, and she was very happy to get back home. Okay, so I hope you corrected in case you had any mistakes. Now, in the next part, it says Holly's dad asked her about the trip. Put the dialogue in order. And here are our answers. So, how was the trip, Holly? Oh, Dad, it was terrible. Oh dear, what went wrong? Everything. For a start, I couldn't see any birds well. Why not? Because I left my binoculars at home. Ah, yes, I saw them on your bed this afternoon. What else happened? Well, I didn't eat anything because they only had cheese sandwiches. So you're hungry? Okay, I'll cook for you your favorite dinner. Pizza! Dad, you're the best. Well, definitely a cool dad, isn't he? Now, the last activity, it says, write about an animal that you can find in ponds where you live. Do you remember I told you to investigate about animals in Mexican ponds? Find a photo or draw a picture of it. And you're going to write a text in the platform. It says, my pond livestock. My pond livestock is called a painted frog. It's got dark spots on its back and its stomach is white or yellow. It's got big round eyes and a pointed nose. Its skin is smooth, but you can feel two lines which run down its back from behind its eyes. So, find any cool, pretty, exciting animal from Mexican ponds and write about it in the platform, and we will check it later. Also investigate other species. Maybe some other kids investigate about that and we can discuss later. Last but not least, remember we've got a PDF file with some extra activities that I will love you to do before the class. And I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? Bye!